Hello children, this is your physics teacher Sharma and I welcome you all back to my class again. In the previous class we discussed about the characteristics of waves, wherein we have learned what frequency is, what wavelength is, what are the factors which affect the loudness of the wave, what is affecting the shrillness of the wave, what is a high pitch wave, what is a low pitch wave, what can be audible to a longer distance. All these things we have discussed. Now I am here with a very interesting question. During night time, usually we see dogs looking into the skies and how they make a lot of noise. Can anyone guess what the reason is? Is it that every sound that is produced or every vibration, we are sure that everything which is vibrating is producing sound. Can we hear everything? Is every vibration or the sound produced by every vibration can be perceived by our ear? This is where we will be learning about the audible range. Okay, we will be discussing about the frequency which is audible to us or our eardrums are sensible to. Okay, our eardrums can hear or they can respond only to those waves which are having a frequency ranging from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. So 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Only if the wavelength is, if the frequency is in this range, we will be able to hear. If not, we will not be able to hear that. Okay, our eardrums will not vibrate in accordance to them, so we cannot hear. However, some animals can actually hear them, and that is why their behavior would be weird. What we feel is weird. They will be able to hear those small sounds or the waves which are having high frequency or low frequency, okay, and for which they respond, and that is what actually scares us. Okay, that is what actually scares us. When we see a dog looking into the skies and shouting during night time, we actually get scared, but that is because it is responding to a very small sound or a sound which is having a different frequency which we cannot hear. Okay, so as I said, our eardrums cannot hear a frequency which is less than 20 Hz. Okay, this is the lowest limit. And the highest limit for which we cannot hear the sound is 20,000 Hz. All those waves which are having a frequency less than 20 Hz, we call them as infrasonics. And similarly, waves which are having a frequency more than 20,000 Hz, we say those are ultrasonics. Okay? Now, let us not get confused between the audibility and the bearability. Okay? There is a very fine difference between yes, we can hear everything. Okay, if it is in the audible range, we can hear everything, but only few things are pleasant to hear, whereas few things are not pleasant to hear. Okay, if a musician plays on the other hand, if we take a vessel and drop it on the floor, it produces a sound. That is noise. That is disturbing. If we notice the wave that is produced, the wave that is produced because of music is having a regular pattern which makes it pleasant to hear. On the other hand, the wave which is produced because of noise, it has very irregular patterns, so we cannot actually hear that. Okay, so this is the difference between music and noise. Now, how do we reduce this noise? We have to be responsible. We need to check that our vehicles are properly maintained. We need to check that if there is any industry which is producing more noise, it is set up away from the city. So what happens if we hear to more noise? If we are exposed to this unwanted disturbing sounds, which we can say is a sound pollution, it causes health problems such as hypertension. In simple terms, we say it is high BP. okay, sleeplessness, okay, stress, and lots of problems which are related to heart and mind. To get rid of all these things, always try to keep your surroundings calm. Okay, listen to only light music and try to check your surroundings and your own items and vehicles that they produce very little sound. Okay, this is all for today's class. Until we meet next time, have a nice day. Bye bye.